Well, hello. Thank you for joining me tonight. This is the last in my spring cleaning series, and this is one of my favorites, cleansing the home. I'm kind of a nerd that way. I love to clean the house. When I was in my 20s, I had my own house cleaning business, and I wish I would have known then what I know now, because I would have done things way differently. So, just a little bit about me in case this is the first time that you're catching one of my videos. My name is Glenda Robichaux, and I am a wellness advocate for doTERRA. Been with doTERRA for 13 years, and I also have a background in energy healing. After I started with doTERRA, I went back to school and got my master's in holistic health studies. And I just really have a passion for helping people find wellness and balance in their life. I'm also Aroma Touch Technique certified, and I'm working on my emotions coaching training. So, just kind of a little bit about my background. It's me and my hubby and our little girl Roxy, our little furry four-legged, and we just love using the oils in our home. And we love to clean with the oils. So, what am I going to cover tonight? I'm going to talk about why it's really important to know what you're bringing in your home, why to use natural cleaners, how to reduce those toxins and still have a clean house. And then I've got some great DIY recipes. doTERRA also has some amazing cleaning products. So if DIYs aren't your jam, doTERRA's got you covered. And then at the end, I'll just cover briefly how to get started in case you are new. So let's dive right in. So why is what we clean our homes important with? Well, like I talked about last week, we talked about cleansing the body. Anything that you get on your skin goes into your bloodstream. More than a couple of years ago, because this was before um, COVID, I used to teach this class in person. And one time when I started the class, I had a mask on, and it wasn't, it was weird because we didn't all wear them then. I had a mask on and those rubber cleaning gloves and like safety goggles, because that's really, if you're going to buy this stuff at the store, what you want to equip yourself with when you're cleaning. Um, and then on average, women are exposed to 515 chemicals a day without knowing. So last week I talked about chemicals that were just like in our beauty products. This is more encompassing, if you were to clean the house and all that stuff, all those added chemicals that you're being exposed to. So things to avoid. There's a few of these I can't pronounce, but phthalates, they tend to lurk in air fresheners, dish soap, and they are hormone disruptors. Not good. Ammonia um, and quaternary ammonium compounds. Those can be found in fabric softeners or the fabric softener liquids or the fabric softener sheets. Chlorine, parabens, formaldehydes, sodium hydroxide, the ever loved fragrance, which gosh knows what's in there. Um, Back up a step though, the sodium hydroxide that can be found in oven cleaners and drain openers. Um, Sodium hydroxide, fragrance, yes. Triclosan, which I believe has been banned in the US now, but it used to be in a lot of hand soaps or liquid, yeah, the antibacterial hand soaps and liquid dishwashing detergents. And then perchlor, yeah, I don't know, PERCs. Those can be found in, well, I thought I had it listed here. Anyway, this is the list of the bad stuff. You want to avoid these. We're not going to spend a lot of time on this because we want to talk about the good stuff. But some of those toxins can cause skin irritation, difficulty breathing, headaches, dizziness, hormone disruption, antibiotic resistance, liver and kidney damage. I could go on, but we'll leave the list at that. And, there's a way to avoid all of that. Um, because something that I talked about last week too is why does it matter? And it's because toxins are any substance that place undue stress on the body. So those chemicals are placing undue stress on the body, and our body can't really get rid of them. So I think it's really important to be able to control. what you're bringing into your home because that's what you have control over. Like we don't have control over the water and the air and some of those things that unfortunately have toxins in them as well. But we can control what we bring into the house to clean with and eliminate some of that bad stuff. And the more you can eliminate what you have control over, the better. So, on to the fun stuff. Oh no, I had found one other quote. I was actually looking through a magazine just the other day, and it was a quick tip on poison prevention. And I looked at it and it says, poison prevention, use caution with household products. And I ripped the whole article right out of the magazine because I was like, this is perfect timing for this class. And what they have listed on here is that the home is the site of more than 90% of all poison exposures. According to John Hopkins Medicine, preschoolers are the most common age group affected. So while medicines can lead to in-home poisonings, other products such as cleaning products, pesticides, art supplies account for 57% of poison exposure in young children. So I thought that was kind of frightening. And I thought that was very timely for this class. So, what we're going to focus on is plant power because your home is a beautiful ecosystem that you want to keep nice and yummy and toxin free. um, and you want to keep it non toxic, and you also want to use certified, pure, tested grade essential oils. And essential oils are natural and safe. They have cleansing properties to them, antibacterial, antiviral, and more. And they're affordable. You know, in the last couple of weeks when I've talked about the oils, you're really only needing a couple of drops at a time. And when you're making up some of your own cleaning products, again, you're not going to need a whole lot. So it makes them nice and inexpensive. And just to touch on briefly too, in case you haven't caught one of the past few classes, just to give you a little more information on doTERRA. doTERRA means gift of the earth, and our oils are certified, pure, tested grade. Essential oil in the essential oil industry as a whole is not regulated. So things that you find at like the dollar store and some of the other stores, um, who all carry essential oils now, most of those are highly adulterated. And what that means is that they either contain synthetics, which mean they've been made in a lab. So like a lot of cleaners that you find in the store will have they'll be lemon scented or lavender scented. Well, those are most likely fragrances that have been made in a lab. So they are not pure. They don't come from plants. And the other way to adulterate oils is it could be cut with filler. It could have a different part of the plant than is advertised, and it can just contain other things. So it's really important to know the source of your oils and where your oils are coming from. doTERRA is the largest essential oil distributor in the world. We've been around for 15 years. And we do something called co-impact sourcing, which makes us super unique and not like anyone else on the market. We work directly with our farmers and growers. Most of them are in underdeveloped countries. So, with the co-impact sourcing, we want to make sure that they have access to clean water, that they've got schools for their children, clinics to go to. We want to help lift up their communities so they can grow these beautiful plants that we get to use for our health and wellness. So both sides of the bottles are being benefited. And we have a wonderful website. It's sourcetoyou.com, and that website has beautiful videos that show some of the stories of how our oils are sourced and how we're lifting up those communities. And one of the other things about co-impact sourcing is we also want to make sure that we are doing sustainable practices and making sure that we're taking care of Mother Earth so she can keep taking care of us. And so there's lots of videos on the way we're doing that as well. And our mission with the co-impact sourcing is to source the best and help the most. And then our Healing Hands Foundation is also a really integral part of doTERRA. And if you want to learn more about that, you can go to doTERRAhealinghands.org. But we do a lot of humanitarian work, lots of work to end trafficking of children. So many amazing projects that are being done all around the world. And the mission with Healing Hands is to empower people worldwide to be healthy, safe, and self-reliant. And between the Co-Impact Sourcing and the Healing Hands Foundation, that really means a lot to me, and it really makes me feel good knowing that the work that I'm doing and sharing these beautiful oils with other is benefiting others all around the world, and I think that's really cool. One more thing I'll mention is, there's kind of an easy way to do things and a hard way to do things, and most often the easy way really doesn't benefit everyone, and doTERRA does not cut corners. If they have to go the long way, they do to make sure that we're doing what is right for people and what is right for our planet. And I think that's really important to be partnered with a company that has that integrity at their heart. So that's a little bit about doTERRA. And again, I just want to touch briefly on, even though that we're more talking about cleaning tonight, um, cover these three things. There's three ways to use doTERRA's essential oils. I would not recommend using oils that you find in other areas, all these ways. But doTERRA's essential oils you can use aromatically, so just diffusing them in a diffuser or putting a couple drops in your palms and breathing that in is how you can use it aromatically. Topically, you can apply it to your skin. Most often, you want to dilute it because when you dilute an essential oil with a carrier oil is something that's going to be thicker. A heavier oil like fractionated coconut oil or jojoba oil, olive oil, almond oil. That helps it to penetrate the skin more and just helps to trap the essential oil so it gets the job done. Also, some of our oils can be hot. So like oregano, thyme, clove, cinnamon, those are very hot on the skin. So you wouldn't want to use them straight because they would kind of burn a little bit. And then it's easier just to, especially if you're using some essential oil for like neck and shoulder pain, you can get a larger area with a little bit of carrier oil because most often you just need 1 to 2 drops of oil for what you're doing. And then the third way to use our oils is internally. And again, not all of our oils are served taken internally. So doTERRA's made it real easy. On the side of the essential oil bottle, it will say essential oil supplement on it with the supplemental facts box if you can take the oil internally. If it does not have that, you you don't want to take it internally. It'll just say essential oil on or essential oil supplement. So kind of a fun way to know that. And they're great in water, they're great in veggie caps. You can take them under your tongue or in food. But back to cleaning. So I really like to make my own cleaners, and citrus oils are fabulous. Citrus oils are cleansing. They're really great for cleansing our body too. That's why I like to drink them in water. But they're just great at removing gunk. They're great at removing gum, stickers, wood stain, oil, grease spots. So my go-to cleaning citrus oil is lemon. But wild orange also makes a nice one, tangerine, lime, bergamot, and grapefruit. But lemon is kind of my go-to when it comes to cleaning. Some other essential oils that are really great that have antibacterial properties are tea tree, also known as melaleuca, thyme, lemongrass, rosemary, geranium, clove, oregano, basil, marjoram, black spruce, and more. Most essential oils have some kind of either antibacterial, antiviral property to them. So most of them almost can be used for cleaning. For antiviral oils, some go-tos would be, again, tea tree, clove, cinnamon, oregano, peppermint, eucalyptus, thyme, lavender, rosemary, cypress, and more. And it's really fun when you're making your own cleaner to kind of pair these. So like rosemary and lemon would be really nice together, or lavender and eucalyptus. So you can kind of mix whatever you'd like together. And one other note I wanted to make about lemongrass. Um, so oils have emotional components to them as well. So they help our physical body and our emotional body. And lemongrass is really good at helping us let go of what we no longer need. So lemongrass is a really great one to possibly diffuse while you're cleaning the house because it's going to let you kind of get rid of the clutter. Now, I don't know about you, but after winter, the house just seems to be filled with clutter. So I'd like to pop that in the diffuser when I'm going to clean. Another thing I'll mention about citrus oils too, citrus oils are very uplifting. And when I clean, it's lovely to have a clean house, but there's this other element of cleaning that I really love is that it really is helping you break up the stagnant energy in the house. So I don't know if you're like us in our house. Sometimes there's a certain spot that just when you come in the house, that's where everything lands. The way our house is set up, it tends to be the kitchen table. And sometimes I just need to clean the kitchen table because I literally cannot process for the day when I walk by that table 50 times and it's covered with just stuff. So I invite you to think of cleaning as like scrubbing, but also just kind of clearing the energy in your house and breaking up the spots that have just the all the to-dos. So it was funny in preparing for this class today. I thought, oh, I wanted to make a few tweaks on my slides, but I just went into a crazy cleaning jag and it felt so good. And I'm talking like, yeah, I cleaned the bathroom, but I also went through every drawer and like went through stuff and got rid of things and threw things away. And yeah, it felt really good. So much, so much goodness. And that's why spring, also to mention this, why I did spring cleansing as my topic for this month is spring is just a great time for cleansing. It's a great time for cleansing your body. It's a great time for cleansing your home. Just really just getting rid of the clutter, helping you transition into the new season, even though it doesn't look like it outside today. But it's a great time to just really help you get rid of all that clutter and move on to the next. Then doTERRA has some amazing blends that are specific for cleaning. So the first one is called Abode, and it's a refreshing blend. And I love this. I took this right off doTERRA's website. Your home is your sanctuary. A clean, fresh smelling household is a must. But with so many everyday spills and odors to contend with, it's sometimes difficult to achieve. Now more than ever, it's important to reduce the toxins in your home. And on the next slide, I'll get into what oils are in that blend, but it's beautiful. It's very refreshing. It really is. It's really nice. And then On Guard is our protection blend. So On Guard is our protection blend for our immune system, but it also has some crazy, amazing benefits to cleansing our environment. It's a non-toxic surface cleanser. It freshens the air, and it provides an uplifting aroma, and I'll get into the oils in that on another slide as well. And then our third cleansing blend is Purify. And Purify has in it lemon, Siberian fir, citronella, lime, tea tree, and cilantro. This one I love to use in my laundry. I like to put a couple of drops. Well, I'll get to my recipe on my fabric softener, but I like to use a couple drops of Purify as my fabric softener in my laundry. Purify is also a great one to diffuse if you have foul odors lingering in the house. So perhaps the trash needs to be taken out, it hasn't stunk up the kitchen, or maybe you had some bacon that was lovely for breakfast, but you don't want to smell it at dinner time anymore. Or maybe you had fish for dinner. And again, it tasted amazing while you were eating it, but when it was done, you want to get rid of that odor. So that is another fabulous one to diffuse to really freshen up the air. So the Abode Refreshing Blend has in it lime, Litsea, which is a citrus, cassia, which is a type of cinnamon, lemon eucalyptus, tea tree, arborvitae, kochi eucalyptus, cilantro, lavender, and lemon myrtle. And I just love it. It's fabulous. What's really cool is that doTERRA has a whole line of products that have the Abode blend in it. So we have an Abode oil, comes in a 15 ml bottle. We also have dish soap, surface spray, for countertops in the kitchen and bathroom, a hand lotion, dishwasher pods, and laundry pods. And I'm thrilled. I love it all. The dishwasher pods can actually double as a toilet bowl cleaner if you just drop the pod in the toilet and let it um, disintegrate and then use the scrub brush. So that one's got more than one purpose. And then our On Guard Protecting Blend, we have a whole line of On Guard products. And like I mentioned, it is really great to help support our immune system. So a lot of these products are, to support our immune system. We've got the On Guard oil. It also comes in a roller ball. And we also have On Guard beadlets, which are these tiny little beadlets that have about a quarter of a drop of oil in them that are great as like a breath freshener. We also have On Guard throat drops, which are really great when you've got, a sore throat or kind of a lingering cough. We have On Guard soft gels, which are little capsules that have On Guard, Melissa, black pepper, and oregano in them that are great to, take one at any onset of feeling like you're coming down with something. Then we have On Guard liquid laundry detergent, which I love to use as like a stain remover because I use the laundry pods for my washer, but I have some of these larger roller balls that I fill with the On Guard laundry detergent, and then I have little stain sticks. So anytime that, before it goes into the wash, I put some of that On Guard laundry detergent on it, and the stain comes right out. We also have an On Guard cleaner concentrate, which is fabulous. I like to use that. So, like I mentioned, we have our dog Roxy, and it was a rough transition when we first rescued her. So she went potty in the house quite a few times. So to get rid of that, they sell something at the pet store that smells awful, and I don't even want to know what's in it. But I just take some of the On Guard cleaner concentrate. I have a bunch of spray bottles that I bought at like Menards, and you put like 2 tablespoons of the cleaner concentrate in there and then just fill the rest with water, and it becomes a great spray, so to clean up any puppy accidents, or any other spills on carpeting. It just makes a really great quick carpet cleaner, and it can also be used on countertops, in the bathroom, in the kitchen. We have the spray in a bottle that we use for, Roxy's accidents. Also works great to clean the kitchen countertops. With the On Guard, we also have an On Guard hand sanitizing mist and a On Guard hand sanitizing gel and mouthwash and foaming hand wash and wipes, sanitizing wipes. So this product has quite the lineup of amazing products that come in handy. And I love to have the sanitizing wipes when I fly, because you pull that tray table down in front of you, God knows what's on it. So I just wipe it down. I love to have the hand sanitizing mist in my purse. I was really concerned um, the last few years when anywhere you went, there's hand sanitizer everywhere. Well, yeah, it's important to sanitize your hands, but some of the products that can be in those, if you use them too much, actually start to strip your body of, what you need to protect it. So I'm so grateful that I had a natural option with the On Guard hand sanitizer during all that time, because too much of that can be harmful. Alrighty, so that is our On Guard lineup. Oh, and I don't think I mentioned, so the On Guard blend is a blend of wild orange, cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, and rosemary. So with the clove and the cinnamon in there, it gives it kind of a warm, inviting aroma, versus the Abode has more citrus components to it. It does have the cassia in it, that cinnamon. So it still has a note of that, but it might be a little more refreshing. And then the Purify um, has more of that like tea tree and lemon and lime combo to it. So they're all fabulous, but they all hit kind of a different note depending on what you prefer. Alrighty, cruising right along here. So recipe time. And I do have a PDF of these. If you're interested, let me know and I can email you that. So you don't feel like you need to write all these down. So the first one is glass cleaner or mirror cleaner. And again, I mean, I just repurpose spray bottles, and this is gonna be equal parts white vinegar and water. And then I like to add about 10 drops of lemon to 2 cups of solution. And I keep this in a spray bottle. You're always gonna wanna shake it before you use it because water and oil naturally separate. So you wanna give it a little shake. If the vinegar smell is a little bit too much for you still, you can always add more essential oil to it. And if lemon's not your jam, you could do wild orange in here, or again, any of the citrus oils. But this is fabulous for windows, mirrors. Um, we use this when we clean the cars on the car windows. Just use a lint-free cloth and voila. All right, so that's the first one. This second one, so like the Abode and the On Guard both have a cleaner concentrate. What I love about this all-purpose cleaner recipe is that there's a little bit of borax in here. So what the borax does, that it makes a great agent for getting some of the tougher jobs, like the bathtub and the shower, which tend to have a lot of soap buildup. So I like this recipe, and I use it just for that, the tub, because it just has a lot of buildup from all, well, we won't go into detail. It gets dirty, but the borax helps to get rid of that. So this recipe, when you fill the bottle, you want to fill the bottle in the order that they're listed. So it starts with a quarter cup of white vinegar, 2 teaspoons of borax. You'll fill most of the spray bottle with hot water, leaving a little bit of room at the top. Then you're going to add a quarter cup of liquid dish soap. So you could use the Abode dish soap, or you could use Castile liquid soap. And then you're going to add about 10 to 20 drops of whatever essential oil you would like. So again, like I mentioned, like thyme, lavender, and eucalyptus would be really cool. Or I actually just put the Abode oil blend in mine. Um, but you can do whatever you would like here and make your own aroma. And then as soon as you have all the ingredients in the bottle, put the spray on and give it a little shake. And again, it's something you'll want to shake before you use it, but this is a great one for the tough jobs that need a little bit of scrubbing. The next one, this is my favorite. If you have animals in your home, I'm sure you kind of get that animal stink. So this is a carpet refresher, and it's just baking soda and essential oil. And what I have done is, so like if you save like a sour cream container or something, I punched holes in the lid with a hole puncher, so it becomes a little shaker bottle. So what you're gonna do is first you'll take like a stainless steel bowl, like a mixing bowl. You'll put the baking soda in there, and depending on how many rooms you want to do this in, you might need more than a cup of baking soda. But you take the baking soda and you'll add about 10 to 20 drops of essential oil. Again, this is your choice. I like to use On Guard. And then you'll take a fork and just kind of work the oil into the baking soda so it gets nice and dispersed in all the baking soda. And then put it in your little shaker container and just sprinkle it on the carpet. I like to let it sit for about 20 or 30 minutes if I can, and then vacuum it up. It's that easy. And then, it's safe for kids to be crawling on the floor, your animals, for you to be walking barefoot. You're not getting anything harmful or toxic. And it smells fabulous. And then also, your vacuum smells good too. So, and then speaking of the vacuum, something I like to do if I haven't done, my carpet refresher recently, is I'll take a cotton ball and I'll put a couple of drops of oil, usually On Guard or the Abode, on the cotton ball and stick it either in the vacuum bag, or if you have a canister vacuum, you can put the cotton ball in there, because sometimes when we vacuum, especially with pets, it stinks. So again, having that oil on the cotton ball just really helps to kind of neutralize whatever's sitting in your vacuum filter before you decide to vacuum again. A little tip and trick there. Next is fabric softener. I gotta tell you, I love to go walking in the neighborhood when I can smell people's laundry, and that's all I smell while I'm walking. It makes me crazy because I wanna, like, run up and knock on their door and be like, "You're poisoning yourself." And I don't know if you've ever, like, gone like, I also like to go over to a park and go walking, and, when there's other people walking on you a path and you pass them, I shouldn't smell their laundry, like, their laundry detergent for, like, the next 100, 500 feet that I keep walking. It's just not natural. So, I'll get off my soapbox. Fabric softener. If you do like to use some, perhaps on your washer, there might be a little spot special for fabric softener. I will often just add about a quarter cup of white distilled vinegar and then a couple drops of oil. Again, this is totally of your choosing. My go-tos are either Abode, Purify, or lavender, and makes your clothes smell nice and fresh. It also softens fabrics as well, and vinegar also helps to keep the colors and keep the whites white on your white loads. So that is for fabric softener. Now for dryer sheets, if you love those, um, one thing you could do is get some wool dryer balls. And on the wool dryer balls, you can put just a couple of drops of the oil and then put the dryer balls in the dryer. You can also, if you have a washcloth, wet it down and add a couple of drops of oil to the washcloth and put that in the dryer with your clothes as well. Kind of does the same thing as a dryer sheet, but it's totally non-toxic. And your neighborhood won't smell like your dryer sheets. And I'll be happy if I walk by your house and I don't smell it. All right, next to wood polish. And I have done this one and it works really awesome. And it's about a quarter cup of vinegar. So equal parts olive oil and vinegar. I like to just make a little bit because a little goes a long way. And then I like to do, I think I did 10 drops of wild orange in my last one. Because when I was cleaning houses, I was always buying those pledge wipes. Oh, I wish I would have had all this stuff back then. I wish I would have known. Um, but they always have like the orange scented ones. So I like this. And you just kind of spray a little. You can either spray a little on a rag and then, polish, whether it's a table or a countertop or windowsill, or you can spray it directly on the wood and just use a rag and wipe it up. Again, almost with all of these recipes, you do want to shake them before you use them because, again, like I mentioned, the water and the oil will kind of separate um, from each other. So you want to mix them up. So those are my recipes. There is something else that I just thought of, especially during the winter time. I mean, we're moving into spring, so I don't do this as much, but in the winter, when we change out our air filter in the furnace, sometimes I'll take, my bottle of oil and I'll just kind of shake a couple of drops at the air filter that I'm going to put in there. And with this, I like to do on guard because then when the furnace blows the air through the air filter, it's, acting kind of like a diffuser and just getting rid of anything that might be lingering in your vents. So just another tip and trick on my cleaning habits. Um, but I love to clean, and I love to clean with things that I know are not harmful to me or anyone in my family, and it just feels good. It's good stuff. So that kind of wraps up our cleaning the home. Um, if you are new and you don't have a membership yet with doTERRA, membership is free. There's no hidden fees. There's no minimums for purchasing. When you have a membership, you get 25% off retail every time you shop. And then when your orders are over a certain amount, you get free shipping. We have a free product with our rewards program. Every month we get a free product. I was so excited because this month the free product was lemon. I can never have enough lemon in the house. And then it's just really great knowing that you're getting sustainably sourced products that are safe for the whole family. So something I wanted, oh, Yes, and this month. So sorry, people on YouTube, if you're catching the replay, this is for the month of March 2024. This month, our Abode Multipurpose Cleaner Concentrate is 10% off. And it comes in a little 1 ounce bottle, and you just add it to a spray bottle, add some water, and you're good to go. You can get 1 bottle, or you can get 4 for greater savings. Yeah, so that's this month. And then also we have a new, we have some kits put together for getting started with your membership. You can also create your own starter kit. But I just thought this one is perfect for tonight, talking about cleansing the home. We have these awesome plug-in diffusers that go right into the wall. The bottle of oil gets screwed right in here, and they're motion censored, or you can set them to go off every 15 minutes. So, and it, gives little poofs of the essential oil. So we have these two different kits. The first one comes with our Citrus Bliss, Island Mint, Citrus Bloom, and Super Mint. And then it comes with 2 of these diffusers. The other option is more of, so that one is like kind of our citrus bundle. The other one is more of like a forest bundle. Comes with our Shinrin Yoku, our forest bathing blend, Northern Escape, lavender, and eucalyptus. So just a really cool way to get some essential oils pumping in your home. I did not even mention plugins. Well, I won't name brands, but the scented plugins you can buy at the store, those make me sad as well. They're very toxic and harmful. Um, and this is a great option to kind of replace that. So if that is your jam, you can get started with that. Or like I mentioned, you can create your own starter bundle, get some cleaning products, get a few oils, put together whatever you would like. And then I am doing Silver Club this month, March. So with all of our items have a PV or a point value. So with a 100 PV order, you get a free lavender touch. With a 150 PV order, you get the lavender touch, plus you get to choose a gift from the box there. We have our foaming hand wash that is Citrus Bloom scented, and it comes with that beautiful amber bottle. Or you can get both of our toothpaste, both our On Guard and our Super Mint toothpaste, or a diffuser. And then with all 200 PV orders, you get lavender touch, citrus bliss, and then again, you get to choose your free gift. So it's a great time to get started and get a little extra something something. The promotion code is listed there. And if you'd like to take part in this promotion, I would love to chat with you just to make sure that you get everything that you're looking for. So thank you so much for joining me tonight. I really appreciate you being here and hopefully learning some new ways to clean your home and make it less toxic. Thanks again.